Now there is something in the catalog side is variable set. Okay, set, the word, the set will give us setting the variables. Okay, setting the variables, nothing like the simple benefit of variable set is, maybe if I tell the benefit, then we will get it like how we use variable set. Okay, so suppose, see, I'm adding one variable set here. Okay, so there is already one variable set where we defined it for my last class. Okay, I'll just add that, and then we will see, we will just try to explain it. Okay, so requested details, this is the variable set I created. Okay, what it have, maybe we'll see in a minute. Right, so I added a variable set here. Okay, and if you just open the variable set, no, it is nothing but you can just create a variable set new. It opens this kind of page. Okay, where you give your name, and you can also give something. Okay, let's see the form. If we see the form, then we'll get it what is actually we created. Okay, so see here, this is okay. So uh, okay, so see the variable set that I added, it is showing here. Okay, requested details, right? And here the requested details is for something for whom we are raising the request. Okay, so if we see the form, okay, we have these five variables, right? 1 2 3 4 5. And if we see the variable set also, nothing I did, we just created a variable set and defined the variables under variable set. Nothing, it's simple. Reference type, single text type, reference type, okay, single text type, that's it. Instead of adding those variables in the catalog item as a separate variable, okay, I clubbed them into a set. Okay, and I added that set to the catalog item. Okay, this is what I did. Okay, so this is the variable set where I created 5, and they are all this one. Okay, why I need to create a variable set? Why can't I directly add here? This is a primary question, very important question. If we get the answer, then the definition of variable set will be more clear. Okay, so why I added here is, okay, the variable set, the main important advantage of variable set is, okay, let's say I want these 5 variable sets, I want the variables, the 5 variables in almost like 20-30 catalog items, or this is my platform standard where any request anyone wants to raise it, they have to fill the basic details of customer, okay, for whom we are raising it, and the basic details. Okay, so to do that, what I did is I created a variable set and I asked everyone to start adding this to their catalog items. Okay, if we don't do this particular one, okay, everyone for every time for every catalog item they have to manually create five variables. Okay, now if we have this one as a variable set concept, what we do is we will just add the variable set to catalog directly. So let's see, this variable set is added to 5 catalog items here. Okay, there is one like request bank account. Okay, if you see this one, then you will understand. So see here, I am opening the form. Okay, same variable set is also here. I have not created 5 separate variables for this one. I just added the variable set. Okay, this is the definition of variable set. Variable set is a collection of variables that you only will define. Okay, and you can also give some kind of other things also in the variable set. I will show you what I did in this variable set, but the basic definition of variable set is this one. Is that clear, ma? The definition of variable set is clear? Yes,
Yes,
no?
sir. Yes, sir.
Now the second part is, okay, see here, generally variables will show in a single line. Okay, but in variable set, there is some little advantage where you can align the layout also. Okay, here one column layout, okay, two columns wide, alternative slide. So I selected this one now. So when I selected this one, so this is how it came. Two columns, okay, and some space, right? So the layout we can have an option here. Okay, this is first important thing where maybe we can see. The second first important thing is the layout. Okay, and the second important thing is, okay, so see the variables. Okay, what is the default value, ma? Where we see in default value, there is something called default value. What it is? Where we see in default value?
In form, sir, we set a default value in short description or description. It will when the form is loading now, it will show default.
Hmm. So in the form for a dictionary entry, okay, for a column there is something called default value. When it is loading it, okay, it should get the default value. Let's say we see it in incident page, like for assignment group we set what we set assignment group default value, we set some sysid of service desk. So every time the form loads, okay, the default value will pick it up, right? So here also, maybe if you don't recollect, maybe go back to our second third class and then just revise it. But here in variable level also I'm adding some default values. Okay, so the default values is a special value I'm passing here. It's not like a generic value, but it is special value. What the special value is here is, okay, see JavaScript GS glide system get user ID. Okay, my primary requirement here is, see, I am opening the form. Okay, something like I am opening the form. Okay, this is how we are opening the form, right? And now I try it. Okay, when I try it, automatically, okay, the logged in user detail should come to these fields. So who logged in now? System administrator logged in. So the logged in detail. So how we will get it? So this is the first method I am using. Okay, default values to get the values. So I in default value I am using glide system get user ID. Glide system get user ID dot get email ID. Okay, glide system get user ID dot first name, manager ID, last name. Okay, like using dot work, using glide system I am passing the parameters. Okay, this is the first thing. So where I can get the glide system values? Okay, there is something. Okay, so ServiceNow user attributes, ServiceNow Guru. Where is ServiceNow Guru? ServiceNow Guru, ServiceNow Guru. Where is that? This one. Okay, keep this sheet with you, and the user attributes can be taken from here. Okay, I used the same user attributes here. Get user ID. Okay, so I used gs dot get user ID to get the logged in user. Okay, and his display name, username. I used few email ID. I used first name. I used last name. I used manager ID. I used somewhere manager ID is also there. Okay, so those few things I used. Okay, the glide system will give you the logged in user details. Okay, using that I passed the default values. Okay, if you see again now, JavaScript GS get user ID, JavaScript GS get user ID, get email, first name, last name, middle manager ID, something. Okay, this is clear, my everyone. You can also
Yes, sir.
yeah, you can also practice that. Okay, uh, yeah, you can also practice that, and then you just type the same things. Okay, you can just take a screenshot of this one when you are watching it, and then replicate it. Make sure that you are using the right type of fields. The customer name, if If you are expecting customer reference field. If you keep a text field here, then this particular one writes SSID, okay, which would be a wrong. So you have to use reference field. So just take this reference and then do. Okay, this is the first thing. Second thing is, okay, now you are in a form, right? You are in a form. You are just launching the form and using default values, okay, in the variable set level. Okay, you are getting the values, right? Now suppose I am not raising this request for system administrator, means not for me, but I want to raise it for someone else. So I will select those username. Okay, then automatically that user detail should auto populate. Okay, Sandy Gadala. Okay, okay, the email ID of Sandy Gadala. Maybe I kept mine, but let's take this one. Okay, user. Okay, customer. For this customer, there is no manager ID populated. Manager ID is available in the user table, but this one is also coming. Where we configure it? How we can configure it? When I change the value of a user, automatically its details should auto populate. How can we do that? It's a very simple thing, ma. Anyone can try. I am just changing the value of a field. I am getting the other values of the same user and populating it. Okay, so you can just
Question, sir.
yes, ma.
Repeat the question, sir, once.
So now what I am doing is first thing I am launching the form. Okay, so using default values. Okay, automatically the logged in user details are coming. Okay, for this I am using gs dot glide system dot get user ID or something. Now second thing is when I change the value here, so now consider like this is not for me. Okay, this is for this user. I changed the username. Automatically user details are auto populated here. So how we can do this one?
Uh, in configuration, sir.
Okay,
By
what
using a client script, sir.
okay,
Catalog client script.
by using catalog client script. So what type of client script we can use here?
Catalog, sir. Catalog.
On change.
Yeah, on change client script. There are three types of catalog items: three on change, on load, on submit. Okay, on select will not be there in the catalog level. So on change of this field, on change client script, we can do this. So also the same logic is required for every other form, right? Wherever this variable set is being added, this logic should be available for every form, right? So I do in variable set level. Okay, so see here there is one very important question. Okay, this logic, the logic what like auto population of user details, if I want this one for every catalog item that my variable set is belonging to or added to, then I will write that code or client script in variable set level. First statement. Okay, second statement, if I don't want in all the forms but I want for at least one specific catalog item. Okay, I want that auto population logic only for bank account catalog item, then you do on catalog item level, right? You got these statements, ma? Yes, no,
Yes.
yes, others?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. So this is very important one. It applies to the catalog UI policies also. Okay, if you want a UI policy to work in all the catalog items that you will be adding this variable set, you write it under variable set level. But if you want it only for a specific catalog item, then even though you add the variable set, but you write that UI policy only on specific level. Okay, specific catalog level. So this is only about variable set, nothing else. You can create n number of variable set, and variable set is a kind of template where you can club, you can configure, and the same configurations will be applied to wherever you add the variable set. Let's say I add this variable set to 100 catalog items. In 100 catalog items, these 5 variables will come and this logic also will run. Right? Okay, this is fine, ma? Yes, no, please confirm.
Yes, sir.
Sir, included in is there, no, sir? How we are adding it? Can you show once again, sir?
Nothing, ma. Included, see here. So, how included is coming is, okay. So now you are in a variable set level. Let's say this one, right? So you are here. Where is that? You are in a catalog item.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now
Okay.
you are adding another variable set here.
Okay.
So how you add it? Edit, and you see all
Then
the variable
selected,
set,
yes, sir.
something like common comments, and then you
Mhm.
added it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now included in something like if you just go to this catalog item, this variable set,
Okay.
okay, this item, this item will be one number in included in,
Okay, sir. Okay. Got it.
right? So that means this variable set is added to 5 catalog items here.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Understood.
Right. So this is all about variable set, ma. There is one advanced question, okay, nowadays is coming, okay, but maybe you can prepare it later once you are 100% strong in basics. Okay, in variable set there is something like, let's see, this is variable set and close it. And if you see here, just go say new variable set. Okay, in new variable set there are two types of variable sets. Okay, this is new one which is started including from maybe last two versions. Earlier it was not there. Recently they started it. Okay, single row variable set. The all the variable sets we see now, okay, they are automatically single row variable sets. Okay, and previously we used to have only one variable set, that is single row variable set. But there is something now we have been included with is multi row variable set. Okay, so multi-row is something like see here. If you see single row variable set, now here we have one variable, two variable, three variable, four variables. So four different variables are there. Okay, but if it is in multi-row variable set, now there is only one variable but four values. Instead of defining four different variables to hold four different values, you use one multi-row variable type. Okay, and using this one you capture four different values. Okay, this is not that much easy to use. It is easy to use only, but we don't get many scenarios which this one will support in our real time. So that is the reason many people will not use it. Okay, this is the first reason. Second reason also, reading the value. Okay, so here current dot variable start var underscore 1, you will easily read it. Okay, but here current dot variable start variable name will give you the completeness. Okay, here if you have 3 4 variables, now 3 4 rows, okay, the value will give you at a kind of an array where it gives all of them. You have to read that total and then use the position. Okay, read the array, split it, and then use the positions and then get the value and do your operation. Okay, it's not that much straightforward, but still people can use it. Okay, this is very simple to use and also simple to manage. That is the reason we use simple single row variable set. But interview point of view, okay, maybe you can just have a simple video, just cover a simple video, whatever the definition I covered, keeping that in mind. Okay, cover one video and then note it how the values are coming, or else simple, you just create a catalog item, you are creating it, right? Create a variable set with a multi-row variable set and create a variable under it, submit some values, okay, and read the value current dot variables dot variable name, then see how the value is coming. Right, you are getting it? Okay, in other way you are not getting it because you are not practicing it. Right, so the same last statement, how I can ask in other ways. Okay, so see, I have a request here. Okay, and now there is a variable here. Okay, I want to read the value of a variable. Okay, let's say this variable. Okay, this variable, I want to read the value of this variable. How I can read the value of a variable? Externally, not from catalog client script or not from workflow, but I want to read it externally, this value. How I can do? don't know, right? Go to the background script, glide to table, okay, add query equal to sysid equal to this one, so you get the control of this particular record, okay. Gr dot variables dot variable name, current dot variables dot variable name. Instead of current, when you are in scope, when you are external scope, you take, instead of current, you take gr dot variables dot variable name, okay. If it is multi-row variable, still you can take it, and then gs dot print that value, then see in background script how it returns. Is that clear, ma? Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So try it, see how the value will return, okay. Then you will get to know what exactly I am telling, okay. But it is not straightforward, that is the reason I am touching it, I am not going deeper, it will make you confused, okay. So just try to learn, that's it. Don't. Let's see if I can show something to you. Don't confuse, my, if you don't understand, don't confuse, just ignore it. Once you are 100% sure with these catalogs, okay, variables and all, then you can view it, okay. This is advanced one. Okay, so see here, they have a variable called, they are capturing two values. This entire thing, disk space is a variable name, and they took multi-row variable, two values they are passing, okay. And current dot variable pool variable there, okay, maybe I, there are two ways to call a variable, catalog variable: current dot variable underscore pool dot variable name, or current dot variables dot variable name, okay. Both are same. This is pretty old way of using it, but pretty new one is this one, start using this way, okay. And he's telling he's not able to read it, okay. So see here, in order to read that, maybe he needs to write all this code, okay. So it's not straightforward, okay, but just go through it, don't confuse now, but just go through it later, okay. Here he is reading it, and then getting the control of this one, and then seeing how many rows are there, and taking a variable, okay, and then again going inside, and then here he is calling like this and calling like this, okay. One by one value, if we want to get it now, we need to, this is how it stores: host name colon row dot host name something. It won't be a single value because we are passing many multiple values for one array, one variable, okay. So just to have a video, once you are 100% sure about these concepts, just see. And in case if it is looking very hard, say I never worked on multi-row variable, just give a definition and then cover it. I never used it, something you can tell. Okay, ma, is that clear?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So this is all about variable set. Next thing is, okay, GS values, GS glide system values also we covered, okay, with an example, fine. And user criteria, okay. So first question, okay, if I want to restrict an application access to some list of people, okay, how I can do? I want to
Using
restrict,
roles.
sorry,
Using roles.
okay, ma. Using roles, very good answer, right answer, okay. So using roles, if you see applications, modules, their access, roles is only one parameter that you can use, okay. You can't use groups, you can't use separate user, any other thing, okay. Let's say I have 100 people in one location, okay. New Jersey location is there, okay. New Jersey location, our company people are there, like around 100 people are there. I want to give access to only those location wise people, not a role, not a group, something. If you see application or a module, only role, we have only one option, that is role, okay. But okay, my requirement is like, it's not role, I have a location, cmn underscore location table, Okay, and just get one location, maybe this one. Okay, maybe Denver. And here users, where are the users? Users. Okay, so users, let's say, okay, in this location there are no users, but let's say in this particular location like a Bangalore, okay, we have around 100 people. Okay, and I want to restrict an application or a module only for location based people like 100 people. How can I do? We don't have an option when it comes to using roles or modules. Okay, in application level, module level, we have only one option, that is roles. That's it. That is the standard. Right? This point is clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, but when it comes to this one, catalog item, okay, a catalog item can be make it available. See here, available for, not available for. Okay, either way you can control the availability of this catalog item. See how, what is the first thing is, what is the availability of a catalog item. Okay, so now see, I am admin and I am in Bangalore. Okay, and I have an admin role. I am in part of a group, anything. Okay, if I go to catalog item, just see the catalog items, so I can see group administration, group management catalog item. Okay, if you see services, maybe under services I have that group management one. Okay, this one. So this is the availability. Now let's say I will say not available for admins. I will say like this. Then I can't see this one. Consider like you have an option like not available for. In the catalog we see now available for, not available for, both you see it, right? So let's say not available for, you said admins. Then this will not show to me. Same like application module. Okay, availability here also, catalog item availability. Agree? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. Everyone? Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is what the definition of available for, not available for. Okay. But in order to understand deeply, okay, just go here and say available for, not available for. Just click here. Okay. See, either you just click new or edit. Okay. I'll just say edit. I will see the existing configuration instead of creating something new. Okay. Either is say, and let's say I think I created something for last batch. Okay, so let's take this this one or this one or this one. This one is okay. This one. Okay, so I'm adding something which I'm adding even I don't know. Okay, and we'll start learning what I am adding now. So I added something. Okay, now I added this particular item under available for. That means the catalog item will be available or accessible only for this item. Now we need to understand what is this item. Okay, this item is called as user criteria. Okay, now if you can go here, say user CR criteria. Okay, under catalogs we have user criteria. So if you just click it, whatever we see in there, when we say edit, all these things are here. Okay, so now we see what we added to our item. Okay, this one. So if you see, this user criteria is defined with these things. Okay, so there are so many companies, and here they marked all the companies. Okay, here we can individually add users. Let's say I want to allow this application access or catalog, not application, catalog access for only this user and this group. Okay, this group and maybe a specific role. Okay, and okay, maybe I can write some script also, but it is not required now. Location, the location one we see in CM underscore location table, maybe this one. Okay, so unlike the application and module, okay, access controllability, here we have more options. Okay, using user criteria, now I'll just save it. That means for all these people, okay, all the company people, all the location people, all these people who are belongs to this role, belongs to this group, plus this user, for all of them, this particular catalog item will be available. If I use the same user criteria in not available for, okay, except for all these people, for remaining people, the catalog item will be available. You are getting it, Nama? Everyone? Yes, no, please confirm.
Yes, sir.
Yes, others?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So this is very important question, important thing also. But in interviews, they will ask how you restrict, how you make the catalog form availability for a specific list of people, how you control the accessibility, availability. Okay. Don't commit says roles. If you directly say role, that means you you are giving a chance to ask more questions. If you say user criteria, yes, and in user criteria, what are the things you can cover? You can cover all of them. Okay, even you can cover script also. Go to glide record, apply a filter, get the user. Okay, so this is very important. You can either maybe you can come from what is user criteria, what where it will be useful, how you can control this one and all. You come from this way or you come from this way. Okay, how you restrict the catalog item availability, accessibility using user criteria. Okay, this is very basic, ma. And if you still go a little deeper, we have other options also in catalog. Service offering, okay, CI, application, CMDB and all. They are very bigger thing. Okay, available for subscription. There is something where it is a high level activity where if I tell this one, you will get mad. Okay, I am not touching it. Okay, available for subscription. This is more high level, more. It's not easy to understand. Okay, I can tell, but it will make you confused. What you tell them is in my. If they ask, do you know anything about available for subscription? Say no. Okay, if you say yes, maybe you have to discuss from CA level, application level, service offering level, okay, business service level. Then all the questions will come. What is service offering? What is business service? What is CA? Okay, what is the difference between CA and a service offering? What is asset? Okay, an asset can be a CA can be an asset. All these things they will ask. Say no here and say yes here. Says in my organization, for my country, my company, we use this method to make it shorter. And when they ask this about, just clearly explain it so that they should not give any other question. If you are clearly explain this part, then they will understand. Okay, you really worked on it. If you half answer this one, then they will also ask something else to make you pressure. Okay, clear ma? What is available for, not available for?